Welcome to this beginner yin yoga full body stretch. For this class, you will need a couple of blocks or pillows, a bolster or pillows, and a folded blanket. We're going to start in butterfly pose. So for that pose, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. You could sit up on a folded blanket for this if you'd like. You're going to make your legs in a diamond shape. And you can fill the space with either blankets or pillows or a block. You're going to sit up nice and tall and you're going to fold forward over your legs. You're going to be in this pose for 3 minutes. So in all your yin yoga poses, you want to choose an appropriate edge. It means something that you can stay with for a while and you can soften and be still in. Yin yoga affects the yin tissues of the body, including the ligaments, bones, and joints. Now in hatha or vinyasa, we affect the yang tissues of our muscles. And they love to get warm. Our ligaments and bones like to stay cool and are more plastic in nature. So yang styles of yoga affecting the muscles like rhythmic and repetitive movements to stress the fibers of the muscles. And in yin, we do things differently. We need to be slow and still and let time and gravity do all the work. Take a breath here. You're going to slowly come upright. You can remove your blocks and lean back and just sway your knees from side to side. And then we're going to lie down on our backs here. In between the poses in yin yoga, we like to give the pose a chance to settle in our bodies and feel the rebound, feel the flow of chi. Then you're going to bend your knees, roll to your side, and come all the way over onto your stomach. Okay, on your stomach, you're just going to wiggle your hips from side to side, release your low back. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees, reach back through your heels, make lots of space in your low back here. And you're going to come up onto your elbows. And when you come up onto your elbows, you're going to press down into your elbows. Reach the bottoms of your shoulder blades into your jean pockets here. So that there's some activeness in the serratus here, so that your neck can be free. You're not dumping into your shoulders here. So there's a stable foundation in this pose. And then you may feel some pressure in your low back, but nothing sharp or shooting, nothing electric. So there's always a balance of yin and yang. So here there's definitely something active happening as we press down through those elbows, engaging the serratus, the bottoms of the shoulder blades reaching down into our jean pockets. And then this pressurizes your kidneys, which are the base of the ribs and your low back. And they're associated with your body's foundational energy and vitality. Pressurizing your kidneys is believed to tonify and replenish your vital energy, leading to increased feelings of vitality and overall well-being. So I'll often do this pose at the beginning of a yin class to give you the energy you need for your practice. You're going to slowly lower down out of this pose. And then for the next pose, we're going to come up and back. Sit back on your heels. You're going to reach forward with your arms for child's pose. And if this is bothering your knees and your ankles, you can lie on your back with your knees to your chest instead. So in yin yoga, we connect with yin qualities as opposed to yang qualities. So we tend to live in a yang world focused on accumulating, achieving, and doing. And yin allows us to bring balance through slowing down, being passive, receiving, connecting with the feminine and the mysterious. Yin is definitely more yielding. Okay, slowly we're going to come up. We're going to lie on our backs to feel the rebound. So the rebound is really just feeling the reverberation of the energy of the pose in your body. Then you're going to bend your knees, roll to your side, and come back onto your stomach. Okay, so wiggle your hips from side to side again. Lift your knee and your ankle, make space in your low back. This time we're going to do seal pose. Take your arms wide out to the side. You're going to press into your hands and lift up. So yin yoga is different from your hatha and your vinyasa poses, which are more active, in that it applies gentle pressure for long periods at a time to stimulate your joints, your ligaments, and your bones to grow stronger. So rhythmic and repetitive movements would cause these tissues to be damaged. And yin yoga is designed to exercise the ligaments and regain space and strengthen the joints. So in yin yoga, we relax our muscles to move the stress into the ligaments, binding the joint. Okay, you're going to slowly lower down and pause on your belly for the rebound. And then we're going to come over onto our backs again. And on your back, you're going to cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Open your right knee out to the side. You could stay here. This might be enough for you in the pose. You're going to feel tension on your outer thigh and into your glutes. If you want more, you can draw your knee in towards your chest. Keep your left knee bent. You can hold on behind your thigh. If you can't reach, you could use a strap. Let your shoulders stay relaxed. And in Yin Yoga, we have 4 principles. In each pose, we want to choose an appropriate edge. That means we want there to be sensation, but we don't want it to be sensational. So like the 3 bears, we want it to be like baby bears porridge. We want to soften into the pose. We want to be still. And then we stay for a while. So if you go for acupuncture, they don't put the needles in and then take them out immediately. You put the needles in and then they leave them in so that it can get into the meridians and the deeper tissues. It takes time for that yin energy to work, do its work. Okay, you're going to release this side down. And you can rest with your knees bent, or you can send your legs out long. And then you're going to bend your right knee, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and you're going to either pause here because you're feeling enough sensation in your outer thigh and into your left glute, Or you're going to draw your right leg in to a point where you feel sensation in your outer thigh and glute. You can hold on behind your knee, on your shin, somewhere that feels comfortable. You can use a strap. I'm going to be in this pose for 3 minutes. And just to review the principles of yin, we always want to choose an appropriate edge, somewhere where we can feel sensation. In this pose, we want to feel sensation in the outer thigh and into the glutes. We want to soften. So I always find it's useful to check in if I can soften all through the joints in my body. So through my ankles, my knees, my hips, my shoulders. Can I soften my face, my jaw? Can I be still? Let go of fidgeting, shuffling. And then can I stay for a while? And in this pose, we're going to stay for 3 minutes. There are some places where we can put our attention when we're in our yin poses. We can place our attention on the sensation in the pose. We can focus on our breathing. We can focus on the yin portion of the breath, which would be your exhale. If it's too difficult to be with the internal experience, you can always open your eyes and ground yourself in the space just by focusing on objects in the space. You could use a mantra like, I am still, or I am softening. You're going to release this pose from your body. You could have your feet flat on the floor to feel that rebound, or you could have your legs out long. There's no right or wrong or better best. Okay, we're going to do figure 4 pose. So for this pose, you are going to start by drawing your knees into your chest. You could stay here and take your knees wide, or you can hold on to the soles of your feet and draw your knees towards your armpits. Really getting into your hips and your groin here. So again, you can choose where you're placing your attention in your yin yoga poses. You can stay with the sensation. your breathing. Maybe you open your eyes and you ground yourself by looking at objects in the room, letting your eyes be still with an object in the room. Maybe you ground yourself with a mantra like, I am soft, I am still. Okay, you're going to slowly release your happy baby from your body. Take a breath. Going to roll to your side. Make your way up to seated. For the next few poses, you're going to need your folded blanket and a bolster, if you have one, can be useful. Okay, we're going to take our legs wide. And you can use your bolster if you have a bolster, which if you don't have one, it's totally fine. But it can be nice when you fold forward here to use it to prop your head, just to support you here. So lift up nice and tall. You're going to hinge forward through your hips. And you're going to let yourself be supported if you have some support here. So as we age, our bodies become more yin-like. They become more rigid and stiff. So if you think about a baby, their bodies are really mobile and moist isn't quite the right word, but like they're really lubricated and they're like they got these little pudgy joints. But then if you look at bodies as they age, they dry up and they become more stiff and less mobile. So therefore, as we age, we need a more yin practice to support us in staying mobile. And this isn't to say that yin is the only practice that we need as we age. There are lots of different ways that we can create mobility. But yin is one of the ways that we can do this. We're not actually stretching the tissues or ligaments or joining capsules with yin yoga. What we're doing is stressing the tissue. And over time, they may become thicker and stronger. So the key is to stress the tissues here. Okay, so you're going to come upright, take a breath. You're going to turn over your right leg, hinge forward over it. If you've got that bolster, you can support yourself here again. Soften. Be still. Use your exhalation. Use your mantra, I am soft, I am still. Okay, inhale and come back up. Exhale, rotate to the other side. Over the other leg. hinge forward over the other leg. Just feel a little sensation on the back of the leg. You're focusing on your exhale, the yin phase of your breath. You can use your mantras. I am soft. I am still. And just notice how you're feeling as this class goes on, the quality of your mind, your body. Notice how you're becoming more yin, more receptive, softer, gentler. More easeful. Okay, you're going to take a breath. Come back up to the center. We're going to slowly make our way out of this pose. Because you've been in it for a while, even though each one of those individually were 3 minutes, that added up to 9 minutes. So slowly bring your legs in. And then you're going to slowly bend your knees in. And you might want to just cocoon in for a moment. You might notice that you're feeling quite calm after that pose. That pose works your bladder meridian, which is the longest meridian in your body, runs from your tips, the inside of your eyebrows, over the top of your head, along either side of your spine, all the way down the backs of your legs. So very tied to your nervous system, which is very regulating and calming for you. So you might notice you're feeling very calm after that. Okay, you're going to take your legs out long again. And this time you're going to cross your left leg over your right leg for shoelace pose. And there might be a lot of tension happening already on the back of your leg. There is for me. So if that's the case, you don't even need to lean forward. So you can stay here. If there's nothing happening, you can lean forward until you feel sensation. So in this pose, and you might be wondering, because I called this a class Empowered Beginner Yin Yoga, I wanted to empower you to understand what Yin Yoga is all about. And then it was a full body stretch for vitality. And so you might be wondering what the vitality part is about, because this might be seeming kind of low key. So in yin, we gather our energy reserves. So rather than expending energy, if we can be quiet and still, we gather energy by conserving energy. And so it's like plugging in your battery, plugging in your phone to charge your phone. So it's a way of recharging your energy systems when we're still. So if you're into manifesting, then it's like attracting and allowing the energy to come to you rather than pushing and doing, which would actually expend energy. So I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. The way that we can rest to receive. It's like when you go to bed at night and you sleep, then you wake up refreshed. So the same is true of these quieter practices. They can restore our energy. And then we finish feeling vital, having built our energy reserves. Okay, you're going to inhale and come up. You're going to uncross that shoelace, extend your left leg out, and then you're going to cross your right leg over your left leg. And as I say, that might already be juicy for you, in which case you can stay here, or you can hinge forward from the hips and get more sensation along the back of your legs. So listen to your own body. We're all going to have a unique experience in our body depending on our lived experience and our unique bodies. So we'll honor our unique experience, meeting ourselves where we're at today, building our energy reserves, focusing on sensation or breath or your mantras. I am still, I am soft. Okay, we're going to slowly come up. And then before you lie down, I want you to put a bolster on the right side of your mat or a couple of pillows. And then you're going to lie down and you're just going to allow for the flow of chi to feel that rebound. You might even want to do it with your knees bent just after that. Those series of forward folds. And then you can straighten your right leg, press into your left foot, tuck your right hip under, and take your left knee and put it on those pillows that you've got on the right side of your mat. And your body will be in a twist. We want your shoulders to be on the ground, your chest reaching up to the ceiling. Focusing on your breathing. Maybe feeling the support of the earth here. Maybe you open your eyes and feel yourself rooted in your space. Maybe you feel the sensation of the twist in your spine. Or maybe you're really liking those mantras. I am soft. I am still. These are all ways to keep your focus in these long held poses. Okay, take a breath here. Roll back onto your back. Press into your left foot. Untuck your hips here. Lengthen your left leg out. And let's just give your spine a chance to unravel from being in the twist. Notice how you're feeling. Notice if those energy reserves are being built up slowly over time in this class. And then you're going to take your bolster, which if it has a strap on one side, never has the strap closest to you, or your cushions, and you're just going to put it on the left side at the level of your hip. And then you're going to Press into your right foot. Tuck your left hip under. And take your right knee and put it on the bolster. So know that the twist will be different from side to side and also at the beginning of the twist to the end of the twist. So just give your body some chance to settle in and find shimmy yourself a little bit to become more comfortable. Focus on the yin phase of your breath, your exhalation. You can focus on the sensation of the pose, which will be strongest maybe in your chest here, your shoulder area, your spine. You can focus on the support of the earth, so all the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. So feeling that grounding sensation. You can open your eyes, allow yourself to be resourced by your space, so you're not so inward focused. You can use a mantra like, I am still, I am soft. You're going to roll back onto your back, place your right foot on the ground, press into it so you can untuck your hips. Let your spine unravel. Lengthen out your right leg. Give yourself a chance to settle here. Give your spine a chance to untwist. And then you can set yourself up for your final resting pose, Savasana, to receive and integrate this whole practice. We did a lot of poses today for your full body. You could put your cushions underneath your knees. This is a nice way to finish your practice. You might want to pull a blanket up over top of you. As I said, yin is a cooling practice, so it's quite likely that your body's cooled over the course of the practice. I'm going to stay resting here, and I'm going to sit up and read you a poem. This poem is called Yin by Rosemary Watola Traumer. Curled on the earth like a small animal, I bury my nose in the grass and breathe in the surprising sweetness of spring green and purple bloom and soil still damp from last night's rain. And though my eyes are closed, the desert sun enters anyway, infusing my inner world with radiance, with red. There are so many ways I work to hold myself up. But in this soft moment, I notice how nothing is asked of me, and how, when I am still, the world I might ignore invites itself in. There is such a thing, says my friend, as the back of the heart. It is, she says, like the dark side of the moon. I honor that dark side, that quiet, shadowy terrain that is no less necessary, no less true for being dim. There will be a time to unfurl, to open, to shine, to rise. But in this charmed interval, I sink deeper, deeper into what is cool, what is quiet, what is beyond my knowing. The interval builds a nest around me. I do nothing and feel how I am held. So gradually allow your breath to deepen, and you can start to wiggle and stretch out. You can bend your knees and roll to your side. Pause there for a moment. You're going to bring this stillness and softness with you as you start to come out of the class. Thank you so much for joining me for this beginner yin yoga full body stretch. I would love it so much if you pressed like, subscribed, and put "I am soft" in the comments. And we have so many other yin yoga classes here on the channel for you to enjoy. So I look forward to practicing with you again. I'm sending you much love from a very rainy British Columbia day. May your joy be as deep as the Pacific Ocean. May you be as rooted as the old growth trees in our forests. May you be as strong as our mountains.